kind of magic had ensured that Queen were now back at the top of their game. All seemed to be going well within the band. However, in 1987, Freddie Mercury received news that would have devastating implications. He had tested positive for the AIDS virus. Queen would never play live again. It would be 2 more years before they released another album. All the time, tabloid speculation was rising as to Freddie's medical condition.
We knew that Freddie was lost, and I had known it in my bones since 1983. When, at the nightclub called Heaven, in a room called the Star Bar, I said to Freddie, "Has your attitude and behavior changed in light of this new disease in America?" And he said, "Darling, my attitude is, fuck it. I'm doing everything with everybody." And I had that sinking feeling. There really is a sinking feeling. And I just thought, my friend is going to die. Innuendo is a heartening final achievement because you get the sense of forward motion again. We're not just doing the same thing. Now, ironically and terribly, the reason you have the sense of forward motion artistically is because Freddie is ill and is confronting it in breathtakingly autobiographical style.
This autobiographical style was particularly evident on Innuendo's standout moments, one of which was the operatic strains of The Show Must Go On.
The show must go on. The show must go on. Yeah. Inside my heart is breaking. My makeup may be flaking, but my smile still.
The show must go on. People take as Freddie maybe saying to the rest of the band, "You know what? I'm not going to be around for long, but I hope you're just not going to give up and give in." But I actually feel it was perhaps more to the fans, basically saying, well, I won't be around for very much longer, but I don't want you to forget me. I don't want you to forget this band, because the show must go on and we are the show. So I think it was Freddie talking to the fans in a way of basically, don't forget what we have achieved as a band. Don't forget what you supported us for so long about. And please carry on waving the flag for Queen and for Freddie Mercury, because without you doing it, the show won't go on and the show must go on.
I wonder whether it was an agreement between the 4 of them at the time that, okay, whatever happens, you know, Queen will go on.
Whatever happens, I leave it all to chance. Another heartache, another failed romance. On and on. Does anybody know?
As the other members have said, an inspirational piece, because to do the videos, Freddie, who was in a terribly weakened and emaciated state, would put on these bursts of energy. And everyone thought, where did he get the strength? Well, he gets the strength from the work he loves. And Freddie was devoted to that work he loves.
It's a little melodrama all of its own to me, like a show song or something. It's big, but big in a melodramatic way. And I just don't feel it as I don't feel it as autobiographical. It's like Essence of Fred, but not autobiographical. It's him rising above that and doing a real show business song to me.
If The Show Must Go On was a song of bombastic strength, another memorable moment from Innuendo takes on a wholly different, more reflective attitude. The emotional ballad, These Are the Days of Our Lives.
Sometimes I get to feeling I was back in the old days, long ago. When we were kids, when we were young, things seemed so perfect, you know. The days were endless, we were crazy, we were young. The sun was always shining, we just lived for fun.
These are the days of our lives is a song that makes you struggle sometimes to get through it, because it is Freddie Mercury in a way looking back and saying, this is it. In a way, it's basically enjoy the moment, because you never know what the next minute's going to bring. And it was a look back at what was a fantastic career.
In that sense, it's another very poignant kind of performance, and seems to reflect maybe his thoughts about life in general. And despite all the rewards, all the fun, all the hedonistic kind of joys of being a rock star, there's always this kind of feeling of a vacuum, or maybe a loss of direction, a loss of sense of purpose. So I think that's expressed in this particular song.
How can you listen to that record and not put everything in context and see it as how it was meant? And in a way, you know, it was fantastic that he was able, and the band were able to make the sort of last will and testament together.
Those were the days of our lives. The bad things in life were so few. Those days are all gone now, but one thing is true. When I look and I find I still love you. You can't turn back the clock.
It's a wonderful encapsulation of a career. It's his autobiography, in a way. I've had a great time. I wouldn't change anything. I don't regret anything, because these are the days of our lives. This is where we are. This is who we are. And aren't we so lucky?
The beautiful sentiments of living each day and being grateful for the people whom you have loved.
It's very pretty, these are the days of our lives. It's very pretty, and he's going to die. Isn't that strange? It's very pretty, and he's going to die. Strange, intangible. I can't quite get to grips with it. It's a good track, for sure.
Queen had achieved something remarkable. Even with their lead singer gravely ill, they had managed to produce perhaps the most complex and satisfying album of their career.
It really is an extraordinary package of work. And I was sure that the public didn't really appreciate the achievement of that album when it was released.
I think when you listen to the album in its entirety, it's not a concept album as such, but it does almost sort of come to a conclusion. And you know, it is almost like a full stop.
I still